Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Digger. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chris. I really appreciate you coming by. I hope that you hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and continue to watch me through my journey of metal detecting and saving history here in Massachusetts. Today we have something special as a new machine just arrived at my door. So Nokta has been pushing quite a few machines, and all of them have some type of difference in them. And difference for good reasons, and price wise and everything like that, to get into the hands of different users, whether you begin, whether you're intermediate, whether you're expert level, or a little bit of all in between, and you're just trying different machines. Maybe you need something for a backup, friend, someone in the family, whatever it is, but they make a machine for everybody. And very soon I'm going to make a video of comparing all of these machines, or most of them at least. Will be the Simplex Plus, and which kind of started this whole line of the new generation Simplex, what turned into what eventually became the Legend in a way, kind of piggybacked off of the Simplex and its whole sleek design and everything. So it will be the Simplex Plus. It will be the new generation Simplex Ultra. Have the Find X, that's a new machine, can only be purchased on Amazon, but is a Nokta product, and is something that's just really cheap, that will just be able to get a machine in your hands and really learn it. And to be honest with you, it's actually a very good machine for beginners. So if you're looking to just get started and you want to spend less than a couple $100, you can get a machine, you can get a pinpointer, some gear right around that $200 mark, depending on what you pick, or slightly above, with a Find X. So everything you need to get going, basically. But today we received the Score 3, or the Triple Score. So this machine was just announced recently by Nokta, and I'm lucky enough to have one here with me today. And here it is inside this box. So I'm going to take the camera closer to it and obviously show you it. We're going to take it and put it together. We're going to power it up together, kind of go through some quick stuff with it, and I will definitely go into more depth of it the more that I learn it. And you will of course be seeing it on film as well, and some live digs. We want to be able to hear the tones in it. I want you all to hear the tones of it. I'll let you know what I think of it. It's points that might be better to help somebody one way or the other. So thank you very much, and let's get into this box. So there it is, basically. I obviously opened the box already, opened the lid to get inside so we can access it, and this is basically what it's going to look like. So this is your carbon fiber shaft. That thing is a very light, no doubt very light and durable as well. It's going to be the same as the Legend shaft, I believe, and the double score and everything. We have the SC24 coil. So this is the Pro Pack Triple Score. So it comes with the extra coil. That coil is amazing. So I may start off with that coil right on it. I don't know. I guess it depends on where I go. So I do have a couple places lined up to go hunt in a couple days. So here is the charging cable for your headphones, and here are your headphones. Very nice Nokta headphones. I'll tell you what, I love these things. I've been using them with the Legend for a little over a year. Absolutely love them. They're very comfortable, nice and clear. The low latency that you need with these machines. These things are perfect. They're absolutely perfect. Do you like the way they fold up? You can put them in this bag. I honestly very rarely keep them in the bag because I use it as much as I can. But we have a charging cable inside here for your machine. You have your arm cuff strap there, and you have the hardware for the coil here as well. There's actually two pieces of hardware for the coils, for your stock coil and for your SC24. Now, the machine's going to be tied in by little Velcro straps. And I always keep these straps for the cord on the machine, or who knows what else I might need them for. Take the other strap out. And you have your head unit. So it's a nice same cuff that is used on the Legend. and as well as the double score. But we have the triple score. Same platform basically as the double score. A lot of it's going to be very similar, but this is going to have an extra mode in it, and this is going to have relic mode as the fourth mode. So we'll turn it on and get into that a little bit. But I'm very excited for that. It's going to be very cool, I think. I love my relics, and I bet it's going to be a good mode. It's no doubt going to be very good for iron, I think, for relic mode. To be able to penetrate through the iron and get on the good targets. And then we have the SC30, the stock coil, which is like the LG30 for the Legend. Great coil. Absolutely love that thing. So we're going to put this together. You got your cam locks here, of course. Open those up. And then this just lines up, as it should. There's a little notch right there. Might be tough to see, but it's a little notch right there. That's basically your tapped out point where you want to be here when you put that cam lock down. And then your bottom half is already in there. You just put that cam lock. There is no mark on this one, so I always suggest everybody, if you want to make a mark on it somewhere where you like it or where it feels comfortable. For now, we'll stick it right there. I think that's pretty good. We've got a full carbon fiber shaft. I mean, this thing is very light. Even with the coils, it's going to be light. I am going to put on the SC24. I'm going to put on the smaller coil just because I know I'm going to want to use this. So I'm going to put that on. See if I can sit this here safely. This has a little Velcro cord on here as well, or Velcro strap rather, holding the cord together. You have to undo that to get the cord open, and usually I slide that down a little bit at the beginning. And we're going to get the hardware out. You have your nut, your bolt, and your two washers there. So these rubber gaskets or washers, whatever you want to call them, they go right inside here. I need two hands to do this. So they seat right down inside there. I'll get this one in there better. There we go. And it might be a little stiff at first. Oh. But just slowly work it in there. The gaskets will seat eventually a little better for going on and off, but there we go. Maybe I'm not lined up on the other side. Let's see here. Yep, we're coming just a little bit more. There we go. So you put the bolt through, and you get the nut in the end. I never go too tight with these. Obviously, you don't want the thing flopping around very loosely, but basically just put it on till you're snug. Doesn't have to be tight. You want to be able to move it easily. That's actually a little too tight tonight. Yeah, it's you'll get the feel for it the way you like it, and everything seems okay there. So let's see if I can set this down. Move that coil. Now I'm going to wrap the cord over the top of the shaft first. And if I put it over the top of the shaft, and you don't want it ever too tight around the shaft either, because if your cord moves, you want this to be able to have a little bit of movement as well. I go over the top of the shaft and go right down the whole machine basically. So you get to the head unit to tighten it up. before we put this in here, I'm going to show you the very bottom here. See right here it says coil, where the open port is. That's where your coil wire goes that we have. This one here is for your charging port and also for waterproof headphones that you would screw into it. It's a little LED light. Here's your speaker. And then when we put the cable in here, there's a little notch right there, and there's a notch that faces forward right here in the machine. So you want that to line up, that notch, with that there, of course, like a puzzle piece. And you're going to seat it in. You're going to start tightening the nut. And see, you see that movement there? You're going to push it in. You're going to do that, and you're going to do it again just to make sure it's seated. And you tighten up the nut, and you're good to go. You want to make sure that when you start tightening the nut, and you get a little, 3-4 threads in, push that down and reseat it to make sure the pins are all the way in. That will ensure that it is attached properly. Super light. I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling it. Of course, I got it in my hands. You guys can see, but it's super light feeling, especially with this SC24. I knew it would be. Feels good. We're going to get you outside and turn it on together. All right, everybody. Let's fire this up. Power button's the bottom right. Hold that for a couple of seconds. You'll see the screen start to load. And there you go. You have all your different settings up top here for different modes. You have your VDI bar there. You'll have the digital VDI here, of course. This is where you can notch out anything you want to notch out. I like to leave stuff wide open myself. You have your sensitivity gauge. You have your depth gauge. And you have your modes there for M1, M2, M3 for multi-frequency, and then you also have your single frequency. So if you press this bottom left button, a little closer, you'll see it go from M1 to M2, M2 to M3. Then you go into your single frequencies, 4 kilohertz, 15 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz, and then back to M1. So up here we have park mode. And then if you press to the right, you have field mode, and you have beach mode. And you'll see when you turn to relic mode, this automatically changes to all metal. So obviously relic mode, all metal, that's what you want to dig. You want to dig everything. I mean, you kind of want to do that anyhow, but if you're digging relics and looking for relics, definitely have to dig it all. That's where I feel like this machine I'm going to use a lot, being a relic hunter myself, and no doubt it can get coins and stuff too, so I'm going to mess with it. But I have a few targets out here too that we're going to go over just so you can hear them a little bit. You can see the user icon there if you save anything that you want. Right here, you're going to go to, when you go into the menu, if you just single push the right toggle button, it'll go into here. This is your pinpoint button. You can see where you can ground balance here. You have a recovery speed here, and it goes from 1 to 5, I believe. Yes, so I'll probably be in 3 or 4 most of the time, just to be middle of the road. And then you go through all your other settings for iron, speaker volume. There's your Bluetooth here for when you connect your headphones. I'm gonna have to look at this a little bit more. Obviously, it's a new machine, so it's a new setting. When you're in relic mode, all metal, it doesn't give you any options to actually change your tone. So if we back out of the menu, I just want to show you this real quick, and you go to park mode or field, and you hit that toggle button, you can go over here and you can actually change your tone. So right here we're going to go to single tone, 2-tone, 3-tone, 4-tone, 6-tone, and 60-tone. So you can change that all. In these modes, I would be probably in 4-tone. I do like 3, and actually 60 is pretty awesome. I don't usually use 6, but 60 can be fun. And then you can go through and you can notch out everything else and change your threshold. It's actually really cool, all the options that are on here. I'll have to access the manual through online on the Nokta webpage. So, but anyhow, let's put it into relic mode just for the heck of it. Where at it goes up to 15 sensitivity. We're at 12. I like to usually do one notch below the full. And if you press here, this will be your noise cancellation. So press and hold that for about 2 seconds. And it will go through noise cancellation, and for any EMI, other machines, Bluetooth issues. So I have a plane above me right now, so it's pretty loud. So channel 8, it thinks is the quietest. So, and then recovery speed, we'll keep right at 4. All right, so right in front of me, right here, I have a little button. Let's hear it. The higher I lift on it, of course, it's not double tapping. It's like a 37 VDI. We have a skeleton key here. About the same. We have a small little chrono bell, 40 VDI. And then we have a lead bail seal. So it looks like it's all one tone for relic mode. So you'd have to rely a lot on VDI, it seems, at first glance. I'm going to mess with it a little bit more and see if there's anything else that can be adjusted or changed. I'm fine with single tone and looking at that. But, you know, if I was in other modes, I probably would personally go into like a 4-tone mode. Anyhow, I love this machine so far. I like the way the tones are, actually. I like that. There you go. And so there's a different tone from in field mode here, park mode. Pretty cool. A little sharper of a tone with that bell, of course. But first glance, and we're going to push and hold this button to power it down. It feels just like the double score. It has some more options. Pretty closer to the Legend, not quite the Legend, I don't think, as far as options go. But it does have a lot to offer in this machine. The price point's incredible. It comes with the extra coil. I think it's going to be a fun machine. I can't wait to get out and use it. We'll be out in probably a couple days, and I will 100% be using this machine, and we'll be live digging some stuff together. So I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial with the triple score. I have a little bit to learn about it with myself, with some fine tuning and checking out the extra options that this has compared to the double score. But I can already tell I'm going to like this machine. I like the tones it gives off so far. I like the feel of it, just like the double score. I mean, it feels comfortable, feels like home. Nokta makes quite a great machine, and if you're looking for something, this has a great machine for a great price point. With the package that it has, with the Bluetooth headphones, with the small coil, and the bigger coil as well. You just can't beat it. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there and using this machine. I'll be out in a couple days, and I'll be sharing with you all what we find, listening to some tones, live digs, different features on here, and probably going through, you know, all the different settings that we can, and then I'm going to show you all the you know, comparisons with all the other Nokta machines that I have. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you soon. Wicked happy hunting, everybody.